Hi guys, this is Sathish Sampath, BTSS. So now in this video, we are going to actually see one small question which every business owner has in their mind. They have started a business, they've been running in the business for quite a while, maybe 5 years, 10 years. They are successful, but now to protect the existing business, they want to start a new business or they want to venture out. They want to expand either horizontally or vertically, either the product depth or the product line, or sometimes completely unrelated business also. In that case, how are we going to handle it? Okay, so this I'm not going to tell the business owner what you should do. Okay, I will probably tell what I will do. Okay, so if your frequency, if your bandwidth matches with mine, I would be very happy. You can probably take this as your guideline and then you can go ahead and do your research. Specifically, every time I start a business, every time I have money with me. Maybe my first business is an accidental entrepreneurship. My first business maybe to solve something and I need to prove something and I want something like a placement in my life. But now my life is kind of going on. Now I'm getting into another business. This is a strategic decision. It's a well-informed decision, and I will have to probably take as much measure as possible, so that this step which I'm taking right now is not something which I'm doing out of my assumption or imagination. In that case, how are we going to handle it? Okay. I'm going to keep this video extremely very small and very short. There are two ways of doing it. One is the on-field market survey, where we send all the feelers in the market, get the data, collect it, and then do it again. I am not going to touch the on-field part at all. How can you do it sitting at home? Okay. You will be able to have an access to most of the data is what I am talking about. But in case you do not have an access in those areas, you may need companies like MediaMetrics, where we have access to all the data wherever it is possible. Okay, so I now have a business. Let us say the business is A, and I'm going to start another business which is B. Okay, A and B. Let us understand that it is very easier if A and B is interlinked to each other. It's just a horizontal or a forward integration. So let us not touch that topic. What if A and B are totally unrelated? Example: I am manufacturing musical instrument. Now I want to get into real estate. So do you understand? These two are completely, extremely, totally opposite to each other. In that case, how are we going to handle it? In this case, what is very important is we need to make sure that proper research is done on the business B. How are we going to do that? Let's say I'm going to understand the geography where I'm going to do it. Okay, in today's context, understanding the demography of the geographical location has become little easier, because the social media is there, the CSIR data is there. I'm talking only from the Indian perspective here. Okay, people outside India, forgive me, but this video is only for Indian perspective. So the CSIR data is there. There is a lot of marketing data which is being published and released. It's very costly. As a market research organization, we invest in those data and we take it. There are few data which we cannot buy it, so we time share it with some big corporates, big consultants. Okay, so in that case, we'll be able to do it. We'll be able to, example, let's say I'm going to build a community. So in the geographical area, what are all the pin codes which I'm trying to cover? I will understand those things, and once the pin code and everything is collated, I will try to understand how many volume of prospects are available in this particular area. let's say 100,000. Let's say 100,000 people are there, out of which 50,000 comes under my geographical preview as a prospect. In that case, what happens? It means it immediately opens up saying that, okay, so there is a possibility that at least 50% is my topographical total audience, total number of audience. So in that, even if it is going to be a 5%, 10% cut in the prospect, I will still be able to get around 5,000 people. Okay, that's number one. Number two, the affordability ratio. In today's context, you don't have to go and check on all this. The affordability ratio is being plotted almost everywhere. Everywhere. There are so many sources which are there. I'm not supposed to name the source online, so I'm not going to do the mistake of naming any of the sources online. But there are sources sitting at home, you can search and then you can pay a very small amount of money, and there are sources which can give you the income demographic segmentation of the customers exactly to the level of what you want to do. That is also done. What are all the other things? How a person can like this, but I like a high-rise building, I like a normal building, I like extremely extravagant lifestyle, but at the same time I'm also an affordable seeking guy. So everything, all those data is available because of social media. Everything is available. So whether you are doing it or you are making some other company like MediaMetrics to do it, that is up to you. But it is possible to do. That is what I'm trying to say. Okay, once that is done, what are all the next steps? You can actually do the competitive analysis. In today's case, it is very easy. Who are all the competition who are there? Very easy. What are all these strategies that they are adopting? That is also very easy. Because just like how you are trying to brand them, they are also trying to brand it. You may not know the internal market dynamics of it, but you will definitely know that this is what they are trying to do. So this particular timeline which we are living now has huge data which is actually thrown at you, almost free of cost. You just need to know how to use that and what to do it. So I'm actually giving lectures on social media and how social media has to be handled. What you should not do in a social media. Okay, corporates and colleges and schools hire me for guest lectures into these areas to tell people what you should not do in social media. Okay, so social media has that much of data. So which means that everything is there. In addition to that, in today's context, there are market research companies who are publishing data which you can actually buy it or you can timeshare it. So we know the geographical coordinates, we know the demography, we know the client persona. What is the only thing which is actually left? What is the business model in which you are going to launch the product? Is the data going to be feasible for you, or is it not feasible for you? If it is feasible for you, what is the business model that you are going to adopt? The business model which you are going to adopt may be your own model, what you have done for business A, or it may be different because the business itself is different. So what I'm trying to tell in this video is, if you are a business owner, if you are already having a business which is running, and if you are planning to expand into any other business, whether it is related or unrelated, okay, now you are not in that desperate position like how you were in first. Now you can take your time, do a proper research, get into it, and then so that this can equally become a revenue earner for you in a very short period of time. I can assure you, while you are doing all those things, one thing will definitely come into your mind: what you should not do. That will be clear to you, what you should not do. If that is something which is given, it's almost like $1 million learning for you. If you're not going to do what you should not do, obviously your business is going to be, sailing in a very safe boat. Okay, so I will try to put all the points which I am trying to tell in the screen. Otherwise, I will give a detailed PDF also for you to download from SlideShare. The link will be given in the bottom here. I hope if you are a business owner and if you are willing to expand your market, you will do it properly, and whether it is in India or overseas or anywhere in the world, we from MediaMetrics, we will be able to handle the market research and market growth expansion reporting for you, if at all you are interested. So I'll be very happy to assist you. Either if you have any queries on how you would like to do it, we would also do the advisory services, or if you want us to do it, we will do it for you also. So I hope this video is useful for you and you enjoyed listening to me. As always, BDSS is happy to serve you with information regarding business, startups, business growth and management. I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.